Man, so Stephen A. Smith to me, he a pussy, man. He does not keep the same energy, man. So yeah, I remember when Kendrick Lamar performed last year at the Super Bowl, and during his performance, Serena Williams made an appearance, all right, and she danced. She did that California dance, then all like us. Let me see if I can put up the video here so y'all can see it. Let me see. Yeah, this is it here.
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us. They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
Are you mom?
I ain't gonna lie, that was hard. She killed it, dog. Sheesh. This song was the shit. So, but anyhow, man. So, after the performance, a lot of people were talking, doing reaction things to the nature left and right. So, and so just a little backstory. Drake used to smash Serena Williams. I'm not sure if they dated it, like they were like in a relationship like that, or it was just like a situationship or a snake link. But Drake has done clap them chicks before, right? I don't know how many times, but he did at least one time. So, and obviously they are not together anymore. Drake did this on Serena's husband, Alexis. All right. Let me see if I can find the diss here. All right. I think I had it here. All right. Let me see. It's somewhere here. Drake. Not this one. Drake dissing Serena. All right. Serena's husband. All right. So this is a here. So the song was what was the name of the song? Okay, I can't remember the name of the song. But he said in the song this was the diss that Drake, the diss of Drake to Serena's husband. Sidebar. Serena, your husband a groupie. So he basically called Serena's husband a groupie, and Serena did not like it. So what Serena did during that Super Bowl show he performed, I think that was a way of her to diss Drake back. All right. And like I say, a lot of people talked about it, and Stephen A. Smith also talked about it. And this is why he said, in case you didn't see the video yet.
Knows
All right.
her and Drake were together at one point in time. It seemed like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
RC, what Stephen A. is saying, if he was in that situation and now he's married, he's not allowing none of that's happening.
No.
That's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
If you with Serena Williams, you gonna be a kept man anyway. Don't start that.
Really?
You ain't gonna run the house. You're not gonna wear the pants.
You know,
You sure about
That's the question.
You sure about
hold on.
RC's hilarious. You're gonna be a cat man.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Okay.
I think Alex is doing pretty well. He found it ready. No.
What does it mean by saying that you're gonna be a kept man? But anyhow, let me say this, man. What Steven said, I don't see anything wrong with it. It depends of the situation, right? Let's say you trolling your ex out of nowhere. Let's say he hasn't spoken about you, he has done nothing to you, but you just go on social media, start trolling about your ex while you have somebody you already in a relationship. That's when I'll be concerned. But in this case, Serena did it because Drake did this her husband. So it makes sense. We all have emotions, right? Everybody has emotions. Everybody has like ways they look at things or they say things. So her doing that, I don't see anything wrong with it because she just didn't do it out of nowhere. She did it because Drake started it. Drake did this, her husband, out of respect, or she felt some type of way, which is totally normal. And she was like, yo, I'm gonna respond to this nigga. And she did it very cleverly. If I get cleverly, yeah. So she just danced. They're not like us. Telling Drake, you're not like us. All right. So the reason why I called Stephen A. Smith a pussy is because, so the energy that he has over here, right? So now, this year, that was like last week, if I'm not mistaken, or this week, or maybe last week, right? They brought Serena's husband Alexis on the show, the ESPN show, and Stephen A. Smith was not there personally. I mean, I think he was working remotely. So the husband came, but Stephen A. Smith did not keep the same energy. Let's just play it here, right? Let me play it.
I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or?
There we go. First date.
Well, you know what? Listen, I did it. People, headlines are headlines.
Nigga
We
can't
can
even talk.
edit that another time. But
I was hoping you were going to be here.
I am not qualified. Married?
Right.
Oh no, not me.
Well,
I ain't qualified, my brother. I'm not qualified.
I was going to ask because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No,
She
see.
hasn't.
Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies. And the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice.
Then we'll talk marriage advice later.
All right.
I'm 13 years strong. We got
Deal.
you.
Oh,
Alexis, thank you so much. Atlas and White.
We wanted some smoke. This girl just ruined it. We wanted some smoke. Let him talk. Let them go back and forth. That's what the internet is here for. We love this shit. We love it. What do you do? Somebody needs to get her fired. Deadass. This will be like the best show of the year, but she ruined it. I mean, let me say this, man. Now Stephen A. Smith couldn't even talk no more. Why don't you just keep the same energy that you had when you initially made the comment? I'll be like, bro, deadass. I mean, I meant what I said. I meant it. Like, if your ex still concerned, your wife still concerned about her ex, something's wrong though. But now he can't even talk no more. I'm not qualified. No, nigga. So you ain't qualified, but you still talked about it, and now you're not qualified. So before you were qualified, you lost your license. What's going on here, man? This is some pussy ass move. And then he responded it. He said that he didn't want to engage in the back and forth in the was a national television. Nigga, you started in national television. Now the guy that you talked about is in front of you. I mean, you don't even like face to face with him like that. You are home somewhere remotely. You can't even talk. Imagine if he was in front of him, though. That's why I called him a pussy. He did the same shit with LeBron James. He always talk about LeBron James, like, LeBron James' son, kid. Bronny James, if I'm not mistaken. One of them kids. And the day that he met in the basketball court, he changed. This is the second time he's doing it. I'm pretty sure that he did it so many times, but those are the two times that I can't easily remember. But I'm like, bro, keep the same energy, man. So people also reacted to that shit. Let me see. I think this is him, right? Stephen A. Smith addresses Alexis. Okay, this is what he said. Let me play.
Didn't escalate or anything like that. He is her husband. He loves her dearly. They have two wonderful children together. And I have absolutely no issue with him whatsoever wanting to address that situation with me because that's her husband. And I certainly meant no disrespect towards him at all. I was just saying that men, knowing us as men, if we're married and our wife is showing energy towards anybody else, even in a negative way, we're asking ourselves, if you're happy, why show that energy? That's it. But that's all it was. But I wasn't going to get into it on national television. I'm a professional.
But you started it, man.
If it had escalated and he wanted to get into it more, we kept the cameras rolling. I'd have said fine. But he was sitting there saying, you wasn't married, right? So, you give him marital advice. That's how he framed it. And he says, I give it. I'm glad that it advice about building companies because that's what I do, essentially implying that I'm not married, so who am I to say something like that? I'm saying paraphrase it. I think that's a fair comment on his part. I don't have to agree with it, but I took no offense to it, you know, and if I had been in studio and that was something that he wanted to broach, I would have reiterated what I said, maybe in a more respectable manner than my initial reaction after Super Bowl Sunday when I was just having fun. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that I respect him. That's her husband. That's his wife. And evidently, he didn't like what I said. I respect it, and I wish him and his wonderful wife, who I think is the GOAT, greatest tennis player, female tennis player of all time, advice.
Well, also, too,
Niggas always like to start shit but can't finish it though. Come on. Whatever he said, his commentary was not disrespectful to me. Most men would feel that way. It was nothing wrong. He couldn't just like be like, yo, bro, yeah, what I say, that's what most men think, but that's what I felt. That's what I felt when I said it. And ain't nothing wrong about what he said to me though. I don't think there was nothing wrong about the fact that he did not keep the same energy. He couldn't even talk with I'm not qualified. Nigga, please, man. You started, man. Finish that shit, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about this, man. Yeah, let me know what do you guys think. Other than that, I'll catch you next time. Peace and family. I'm out.